Hi, in this tutorial we're going to be focusing on the TipTemp Model 300 Thermocouple welding machine. We're going to start with the device component and then we will give a safety tips. By the end of this video we will demonstrate the welding process. With all being said, let's get to business. Okay, this is the front view of the machine. And we're going to start with the indicator light. Once the power is connected and everything is ready, this one is going to turn on. This one, the time adjuster, as you can see, and it really works with me on the number 5, and that really depends also on the thickness the thickness of the wire. And feel free to try different numbers and see which one works well with you. This is the welding button. Once you're ready and everything is held in position, you can just press on this button and the welding is gonna start. The next button is to flush the welding area with the argon gas. Once you press on this button, the gas is gonna come out from this area, leading the oxygen to be away from this area, which is gonna create a shield on this welding point. And here is the welding points. This is a magnified picture of the welding points. This is, as you can see, is the welding electrode, and this is the copper piece. That's where the current is going to pass from this electrode to the wire to this one, and that's how your wire is going to be melted, and which results in creating the welding joint of the wire. This is a back view of the machine, and as you can see, this is the holder for the electrode. I'll show you how to use this one. Just make sure you don't open this all the way out. You just need to turn this one turn or two just to release the electrode, where you can take it out or in. And I'll show you in a little bit how to adjust the electrode in position. This is the on-off switch, and that's how you turn the machine on or off. And this is the fuse of the machine. This fuse is going to prevent the machine from being damaged. This is the argon gas connector, and as it appears on it, the recommended pressure for this machine, it starts from 2 to 3 psi. And here is the power cord. Okay, so now we're going to perform adjusting the electrode into place, and then in this process we're going to be using the depth gauge. This is the depth gauge comes with the machine from the factory. So we're going to start by loosening the electrode by loosening this holder and then turning the machine. Put your hands so the electrode does not fall down and get lost, and then tilt the machine a little bit, shake it, and there you go. Here is the electrode out. So what we're going to do now, we're going to use the depth gauge to push the electrode back, and this metal piece is going to push the electrode back inside, and the white area here is the plastic. This one is going to stuck on the area, the flange here, and it's not going to go anywhere more. And then once you put this one in the position here, turn the machine and screw this one back, and the electrode in its place. Now the machine should be ready and adjusted. All we have to do now is to hook it up and perform the welding. Let's go to the next step. Okay, let's talk about safety. Before you plug in the machine into the power, make sure the electrode is there. Sometimes mistakenly, if you open the electrode holder all the way out, the electrode will fall into the machine inside. This might cause a shortage into the circuit. Also, make sure you're working in a well-ventilated area. This machine isn't designed to be used inside your office. You have to make sure there is no any flammable material around you. Don't forget to use your favorite lab friend. Safety glasses is very important. Also make sure you're using the proper gloves. This is a very important step. Make sure you disconnect the wire that you're going to weld from the unit before you're starting the welding process. The welding machine will pass a very high current into the wire. If the unit is connected to that wire, it might get harmed. Lastly, once you're done from the welding, don't forget to switch off the machine before you leave the working area. Okay, lastly, we're going to perform the connecting process and the welding. Now we're going to start with connecting the machine to the cylinder, the gas cylinder. You do not need any Teflon tape for this one because it's a self-sealing hose. So just make sure some of the regulators have a counterclockwise tightening and some of them has a clockwise tightening. In this case, I have a clockwise direction to tighten the hose. And then we're going to use a spanner, tighten it just a little bit. We are done. Turn on the machine. Open this. This gauge indicates the gas level on the cylinder, and this gauge indicates the pressure that is going out from the hose. And then we're going to start by turning this one on just very slowly. As we have indicated before, the recommended pressure for the machine, it ranges from 2 psi until 3 psi. So we're gonna try to make it 3. If by chance the pressure goes above what you want, turn this one down, and then as you see, the pressure stays on its position. Now you're gonna need to press this one to release the pressure inside the hose. Now perform the adjusting again. Once you reach the desired pressure, then you are good to go. Now everything is mounted. That's all of the tools that you need. Start with stripping 1/4 of an inch from the very top of the wire all the way to the middle, and then twist the top 2 times or 3 times, depends on the length of the wire, and make sure they're twisted evenly. And here is the wire holder. Make sure this side touch the wire itself, not the insulator, because it's gonna act as a grounder during the welding. And then adjust this one to be in the center, and only 1/8 of an inch outside. Put this one. If you hit the welding button, it's gonna flush the area automatically and give you the current flow to weld the wire. You do not need to use this one, the black button. Okay, so we are ready. Taking its position. If you do not have the welding form, move this one around and then try again, and there you have it. If you do not like the result, you can put it back and adjust it the same again. Sometimes you might need just to cut the wire and redo it again, or sometimes it works if you have, you know, enough length. Put it there and then hit the welding button again, and there you have it. Now everything is ready, and that's all. Thank you for watching.